Making a film that lasts is about taking risks, discovering new things. I like to live right on that edge of building on what's been done before, seeing a need for something that's never existed, and willing that technology over the line beyond whatever has been done in the past. I think great movies are made in details when you forget it's a movie and you feel like you're actually in that world. That's the ultimate goal we strive for as storytellers. We build on the shoulders of the people that came before us, and then we have to pass on what we know to a new generation. Excellence is a journey, and I think it's a journey that never stops.
Yo, what's up, guys? Original OC with you on the Original OC channel. It's Thursday, August 22nd. We're going to do an afternoon stream. We've got breaking news in the world of watches. So, wanted to bring you the breaking news, guys. We're going to be discussing in depth the full email confession of Anthony Ferrer as broken by the YouTuber Luz. That's at LUS. Check him out on YouTube. But we'll be going through the entire email confession coming up. But first, I want to make sure to greet every single person who's joining the show. Guys, if you're watching, please upvote the stream immediately. Let's get to 10 likes before we even get started. Once we get to 10 likes, then we can get the show on the road. Let's do it. And I want to say hi to Pip, by the way. Pip is in the chat. Pip, I hope to see Pip and Mrs. Pip in New York at Watch Time New York, coming up just a couple of months, coming up October 18th through the 20th. And we're doing events in New York that entire week, starting Wednesday. And there'll be a full itinerary published. All the events are optional. Some require deposits, some don't. Some are open to the public, some aren't. Some are private, some are invite only. But all the information will be revealed soon. And I hope Pip is doing well. Good to see you in the chat. We got CN in the chat. CN upvoted. Cool. We hit the 10 likes. You guys are awesome. Got Chris J in the chat. Logan Hall's not first. If I'm not first, I'm last. No, you're not last. You're one of the first, Logan. One of the first. By the way, this the chat is open to subscribers only. It's a subscriber only chat today. Which, listen, it's easy to subscribe. We want only subscribers participating in the chat. We may turn it to members only at some point during the live stream. So you never know. Membership does have its privileges. We tested out a membership only stream last week and was extremely successful. So the chat may move to members only at any point in time, and the entire live stream may go to members only visibility at any time, just with the flip of a switch. So make sure you're members, guys. All the membership dues go to worthy philanthropic causes. CN is tuning in from the gym. Cool. We can listen in. There's nothing really to see. We'll be showing you the entire email confession of Anthony Ferrer, and we'll be walking through it line by line, word by word. So if you want to come on the panel and talk about it, we can go through the email together, and you can contribute your live, real-time commentary. We got Versace Boy in the chat. Afternoon OC. Hey, afternoon Versace Boy. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. It's a beautiful 80-degree day. I'm hanging out on OC patio, and just wanted to fire up a stream. We got breaking news by the way. Also, very interesting news in the watch space. Chanel acquiring 25% of MB&F. Yes, that was made public today. Chanel, that has ownership stakes in Kinesi, in Romain Gauthier and FB Journe today announced a 25% equity stake in MBNF. So there's a lot going on in the watch world. Logan says, despite my tardiness, hello, OC and all. Look at this. We got over 20 people in the chat so far. Not bad. Not bad, you guys. And I didn't even drop the link in the various groups. I just thought I'd fire up the stream. Listen, this is a good test to see if you have notifications set to all. It's very important to have notifications set to all. That way you get an email notification anytime I go live. You should have notifications set to all for any of your favorite channels, including this channel, the Watch Colony channel, the Boston Collector channel, the Diego M channel, all the members of the Watch Colony network. And by the way, I think it's important to have notifications set for like the Watch Hangout. They're always, they stream at regular times, but it's always good to get notified just in case you forget. Pip says we will be there. Awesome. We will see Pip and Mrs. Pip at Watch Time New York. Awesome. We got Bright Knight in the chat. Not sure who Bright Knight is, but welcome. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the stream. Afternoon all. Bold move by Chanel. I hope Maximilian Busser got a good offer. Well, he wouldn't be taking the money if it wasn't very lucrative to do so. CN asks a good rhetorical question. When is an independent company no longer independent? Max Busser now has a 60% stake. That's right. He has a 60% stake. One of his co-founders has a 15% stake, and Chanel has a 25% stake. All good. All good. Listen, taking a bunch of money from Chanel can only, if they're going to be able to, maybe they're not going to use it to boost production. Maybe they're going to use it to expand marketing, maybe to put in place better customer service, better technical service, watch service. Maybe they just wanted some money. Maybe it was time to cash out. It's like, hey, I built this brand up into something pretty good. Now I want to reap some of the rewards. So there's no shame in that, guys. No shame. And I've got Rob F in the chat here to upvote, but gotta go. Well, thank you for upvoting before you leave, Rob F. Let's get to, over 30 people watching now. Over 30 people watching. We've got 33 on YouTube. We've got 1 on Tinder and 3 on Grindr. Shout out to the guys on Grindr watching the original OC channel. Hey, we got New York City in the chat. John D. Good afternoon to everyone on this sunny summer day. Looking forward to meeting lots of new watch collectors this year round at Watch Time New York. That's right. And we also have a dinner planned. We have another New York meetup dinner planned for next week, and we will see John D there. Doxed. Just in case you want to know where John D's physical location is, he will be traveling all the way to New York City for our Manhattan dinner. We've got Collector Invest in the chat. What's up, Collector Invest? That's Nathan. What's up, Nathan? Logan Hall's watching from Yahoo Finance. Listen, we're available on all platforms. We syndicate to all the leading platforms, and believe it or not, we get 1/7 of one. We got 1/10. Okay, 7/10 of 1% of our viewers come from Yahoo Finance. Hey, so don't poo-poo it. Original OC channel is huge on Yahoo Finance. And John D confirms. He confirms that his physical location will be New York City, Manhattan next week. We're doing a big Manhattan dinner. We've done dinner every 2 weeks now, every 2 or 3 weeks. We're doing too many dinners, guys. I'm going broke with all the dinners. But as soon as we have 50 people watching, And if someone wants to jump on the panel, we will start going through this. We'll go through the Timepiece Gentleman confession. He confessed, guys. He confessed in an email to a YouTube personality. And that YouTube personality is this channel is called I think it's called Law Understood Simply, and the acronym is LUS. He goes by Luz. It's at LUS on YouTube, and we'll drop the link to that to give him proper credit. He broke the story. He broke the story. It was an email to him. TPG fully confessed, guys. He confessed. So it's interesting for him to confess prior to his trial. And my understanding is that prosecutors have not offered him a plea deal. Anthony believes that this is a tactic on their part to extract maximum time out of him, because the closer they get to trial, the more desperate Anthony's going to be. Collector Invest wants to know, what watch are we wearing? Guys, what watch are we wearing? Please type in the watch. What is on your wrist today? Type it in the chat, and I will share with you what I'm wearing. I'm sharing the beautiful full screen OC. The Rolex Daytona Ever Rose Gold on the Oyster Flex bracelet with the Sundust Diamond Baguette dial. Sundust Diamond Baguette dial. I have trouble talking today. Yep, black Cerachrome bezel, black Oyster Flex bracelet, rose gold clasp with the Easy Link. It's Rolex. Yep. And I'm coming to you, as you can see, from OC Patio. Type in the chat, guys. What are you wearing? Let's see. Pip is wearing the Pepsi. Cool, cool, cool. We got John D wearing the Breguet Mont Blanc limited edition. Hey, cool Chris Callie's in the chat. Longines Spirit Titanium. Awesome. Hey, cool Chris, I sent you a note on WhatsApp, by the way, about something that we're doing. Just if you could do me a favor, just check your WhatsApp, or just let me know what the best way to contact you is. We're doing some stuff and I wanted to invite you. So hope all is well. It's good to see cool Chris Callie in the chat. Miss him. I miss him. Logan Hall is wearing the Rolex Datejust 16013. That's an early one. It's an early one. John D loves the Longines Spirit. Got Scratchy in the chat. Scratchy is a member. Scratchy's a member. He's wearing the Tudor Pelagos 42mm black dial. Cool, cool choice. Collector Invest is wearing a Tissot PRX blue dial. I thought you were like normally wearing like a G-Shock or something. It's a pretty nice piece there. Pretty nice piece. Got Dominic Z in the chat. He's wearing a Garmin. What? What? The fuck? Garmin Phoenix. Garmin Phoenix. Is that how you spell Phoenix? Why the fuck do they spell Phoenix that way? Garmin Phoenix 6X Sapphire Solar. That's not a watch. Get the fuck out of here. Dominic, get a fucking watch, man. Get a real watch. My guess is rocking the Explorer 2 black dial. Cool, cool, cool. Oh shit, I gotta pin the chat. I didn't pin the link. No wonder you guys aren't coming on. Boom. There. The link is pinned. The pin is linked. Hey, Nashville, Tennessee in the house. Mr. Tudor to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Tudor to you. That's right. You're in the house. Chili Badger's in the chat. I'm wearing my 1978 Digitime LED watch. It looks like a Cyclone Warrior. I'm not going to pull it up. I'm not going to pull it up, Chili, but cool to have you in the chat. Pepsi for Versace boy. Nice. Timepiece Bob's in the chat. He is rocking. Timepiece Bob's reminds everybody to all right. Wi-Fi issues. I'm back. Maybe I'm back. Sorry for that. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. I got like a Wi-Fi signal issue. Timepiece Bob says, upvote, guys. That's right. Upvote the live stream. Holy shit, 50 people watching, guys. Let's get to 25 likes in the chat. If you're watching on mobile, iPhone or Android, tap that thumbs up button. If you're on the desktop or laptop, use your noisy, squeaky mouse to click it. Click the thumbs up button. Let's get to 25 likes, guys. I had bad Wi-Fi. I had terrible Wi-Fi for a second there. Rockin' the 7.9. I don't know what that is. English, Mr. Tutor to you. What's a 7941 A1 sauce? ORU A1 sauce. Guys, do not put A1 sauce on your tutor. It doesn't make it taste any better. Who else? Did I miss anybody? Evan G. I didn't mean to miss you, brother. My apologies. I think I've said hi to every single person in the chat. Guys, holy shit, there's 50 people watching. 50 people. Guys, drop a comment in the chat, guys. Drop a comment in the chat. That will be how I can say hi to you and upvote the stream. I want to see 25 likes. When Diego's mouse clicks or he types on his keyboard, it can be detected on the Richter scale. That's actually true. It was people noticed there's it's a 0.3 on the Richter scale whenever Diego's mouse gets clicked. We're going to be covering the TPG drama in depth. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, we're going to be going through the confession of the timepiece gentleman. It's in several slides here I'm going to go through. But listen, this is big news. Big news. Anthony Ferrer, the email confession. Jump on the panel to discuss. Hey, we hit the 25 likes. It's pretty good. What do you think of that James Cameron intro, by the way? The James Cameron Deep Sea. It's a pretty good watch. I mean, you got to have a nice big wrist. You got to be a man to wear a James Cameron Deep Sea. But listen, I think people have forgotten about it. It's a great watch. Gets overshadowed by some of the other divers in the Rolex collection. I did a show just a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week or so ago, about unloved divers. And no one even mentioned the James Cameron. I think you guys are jaded. You guys are spoiled. So there you go. Guys, in a few minutes, we'll be going through the email confession of the timepiece gentleman. If anybody wants to jump on the panel and go through it with me, please. The link is pinned. The pin is linked. Also, I want to remind you, for those of you who are not members, that this channel has memberships available. And for the measly membership due of as little as $4.99 a month, you can become a member. All of the membership dues collected for the month of August. If you become a member in the month of August, the proceeds from the memberships will go to support families with family members that with thanatophoric dysplasia. So it's a very worthy cause, trust me. And so your membership will give you a free super chat, and the membership dues will be donated. So I can't think of a better reason to become a member than those reasons. And by the way, this is an incredibly good channel. This is an amazingly good channel. I want to thank my YouTube account manager for the conversation we had earlier this week. She says this channel is the fastest growing channel on YouTube. That's right. Fastest monetized channel in terms of subscribers and memberships. Thank you guys for that. We're trying to get to 150 members. So if you see a star next to your name in the chat, you're a member. If you don't see a star, please click on the link that I just dropped in the chat to become a member. Come on, guys. We're creating riveting content here, guys. Riveting, meaningful, newsworthy, news-breaking content. And you guys are awesome. This is the best audience in YouTube. And I'm not kidding. You guys really are the best, the most loyal, the most appreciative audience that anybody could have. So on behalf of myself, thank you. On behalf of my friends in the Watch Colony, by the way, thank you very much for your support. Hey, look at this. Timepiece Bob. Thank you very much. Timepiece Bob became a member. Guys, if you don't have a star next to your name, please become a member. Don't super chat. Even though super chats are available, super stickers are available. Consider a membership instead, guys. Or gift a membership. That's even a more generous thing to do. If you feel like you're up to it, gift a membership or gift 5 memberships. That way we will get every single person watching this channel. We will make sure that everybody watching this channel is a member. This chat could go membership only, members only at any time today. If you want to talk about TPG, if you want to talk about his confession, we'll start covering his confession at the top of the hour. How about that? The top of the hour, we will start to review TPG's confession. You guys can comment on it in the chat or jump on the panel and we can talk about it live. You certainly don't want to hear my opinion about it, and you don't want to hear me read it. I mean, although I've been told that I have a very, very calming and soothing broadcast voice, it's not the kind of voice that you want while you're working out of the gym because it'll put you to sleep. You want to be blasting Metallica or something like that. But if you're on a nice, leisurely 7-hour drive through the Midwest and you want to relax, you've chosen the right space. It's the OC channel, the original OC channel on YouTube. Our OCs, thank you, Timepiece Bob. I really appreciate it. You're becoming a campaign volunteer. Guys, he's a volunteer in the campaign. We're engaged in a bitter and vicious campaign for YouTube nomination, and I need your help. I want you to be part of this campaign. I need you to be part of this campaign, guys. I can't do it alone. I need every single person, every single one of you listening to join this campaign so we can achieve victory. And I want you guys to be a part of it. So thank you, Timepiece Bob. Logan Hall says OC's channel is the fastest growing watch channel in the state of New Jersey for the demographic of 40 to 45-year-old white males. Huge accomplishment. Yeah, it's actually not. It's the fastest growing monetized watch channel in the state of New Jersey among 40 to 45-year-old white males. So get it right, Logan Hall. Loose Tooth Hawk is here. Very cool. One World Curlock is a big tent party. That's right. Big tent party. And everyone is here. Listen, Loose Tooth is here in the chat. That means he's a subscriber. And I appreciate that. Check this out. Timepiece Bob, by the way, in the chat. See those Rolex logos, those Rolex coronet icons? You get those when you're a member. When you're a member, you have access to special custom emojis. And if you join at the senior director level and above, you can tell me which logo you want added as your favorite custom emoji. So we got Rolex available. We've got AP, the Patek Philippe Calatrava Cross. We've got the McDonald's Golden Arches. And of course, the Barossa Trusted Elephant. Check out barossa.co and get on the wait list for something that will revolutionize watch collecting. And that was completely unsolicited product endorsement. Yep, the perks, baby. You get perks when you become a member. That's right. You get a star next to your name. Guys, in just 5 minutes, we will be going through the Timepiece Gentleman Confession in detail. And it's something you don't want to miss. Also, a very special unboxing coming up in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm just kidding. No unboxing. Listen, an unboxing can happen at any time. We may do a show later and just it'll be a random unboxing. You never know. But hey, Vimal Nair's in the chat. On Watch Talk, the local authorized dealer had a 1908. That's a Rolex 1908 dress watch in white gold. Was that with the white dial? And a 2-tone rose gold Yachtmaster 40 for sale. How's the situation in New York? Tougher in New York. I would say they're not going to put the 1908 or the Yachtmaster 40 in the case, but chances are, I don't know. It's pretty good. Vimal. That's cool. Yeah, it's the white dial. White gold, white dial is kind of a Guys, we have 66 people. If you just add another 6, then that's the mark of the devil, guys. It's very appropriate for Satan's channel. 666. Well, let's get to 666 viewers, guys. You can make it happen. Email your friends. Send a text message to your family. Have them hop on immediately. Let's get to 40 likes. Let's get to 40 likes. When we get to 40 likes, we'll start reading the TPG confession. How about that? Fair deal? Upvote for the mark of the beast, guys. Do it. 666, the number of the beast. What a great album that is. Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, 1982. If you don't have that, if you're a fan of hard rock and heavy metal, chances are, look, I was 11 when that album came out. What a great album. One of the best album covers in history. Gotta love the number of the beast. Incredible album. Followed by Peace of Mind in 1983. Then you had Power Slave in 1984. Live After Death, I think, in 1985. What a great run. What a great run of albums Iron Maiden had. I dare you to tell me otherwise. Let's at this. You guys are blowing through the upvotes. Mr. Tutor to You is number 35. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Guys, there's 60 people watching this garbage. If you are watching this nonsense right now, type a comment in the chat. I need to say hi to every single person watching, which means you should hit the subscribe button, type a comment in the chat. St. Peter just murdered the like button. That's right. Smash that fucking like button. Let's go. Let's get to 40 likes. And let's start covering this TPG confession. We got McAllen Drinker in the chat. The Trooper is an amazing song. The Trooper is like the solo in The Trooper, man. The verses are okay. The chorus is okay. It's the solo that I love. Mathis, co-CEO of the Watch Colony Network. He has keys. He can just jump on the panel. I have no choice. He just lets himself on. What's up, brother?
That's right. Do I sound okay?
You sound amazing. Are you on the boat, or where are you? You doing a big setup for a party, private party?
I'm doing some work. I'm doing some warehouse work, but I just want to let everybody know that whatever TPG is selling in this stupid interview, whether it's a painting that he made from his earwax or whatever, it's bullshit. It's garbage. Don't buy it.
Okay. How do you know he's even selling anything? Maybe maybe his confession is a legitimate heartfelt confession. You never know. I haven't read it. I actually haven't read it.
His confession is going to end up trying to cost people $30 each at 100,000 fans.
Listen, there's nothing more shameless and disgraceful as trying to profit off the backs of your victims and trying to profit from the notoriety of criminal behavior. Speaking of unsolicited profit, guys, become members today. There's a link somewhere in the chat. I'll drop it again. If you don't have a star next to your name, then you're not a member, which is disappointing. So I'm just going to type a comment in the chat. Become a member now. Boom. Okay, guys. Guys that don't have a star next to your name, become a member, please. Thank you. By the way, I want to say hi to Jonathan Max Rusby. What's up? Upvote this shoe while still contemplating you upvoted this show while you're still contemplating another YouTube channel membership. Be well, folks. No. You need to absolutely become a member here first. This is the place to become a member. This is the hottest, fastest growing channel, monetized channel on YouTube. You want to be part of the winning team. Solvents is also in the chat. What's up, Solvents? And we got Billy. I've been saying there for a while that the economy is really bad now, and we need to we need to find out the government like us. There's Ada. Okay, thank you for the political talk or the economic information, economic wisdom in the chat. Got Loose Tooth. By the way, this live stream is unconscionable. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that.
I personally had the chance to witness TPG blowing money all over the place. Okay,
Oh.
He took me and some friends out to dinner. We were with Paul Thorpe. That was a $3,000 dinner just off the cuff. Guy was completely nuts. There's no coming back from that.
That's right. You were very close with TPG. You went out to dinner with him, and in Miami, of all places.
Yeah, he bought me a Wagyu ribeye and 3 old fashions and all the fixings.
Not to be confused with ragu, not ragu sauce. It was Wagyu.
No.
Yeah.
No, Wagyu. I'm addicted now.
Yep. Mathis was part of TPG's inner circle, so believe me, he knows this guy intimately. He had to watch him blow money on a dinner.
I watched them blow it all, so I'll be listening. Have a good show.
Thank you, Mathis. Mathis was there to watch. Was a witness to TPG blowing it all in Miami, guys. Yep. Hey, look, MD Chaz is here. TPG Miami crew. That's right. Mathis is part of the TPG. Miami crew. Miami crew. All right. I think I've said hi to every single person in the chat. If I haven't, please do me a favor. Just drop a comment in the chat and I will say hi to you. We didn't get to 40. We didn't get to 40 upvotes. That's it. I'm going to kill the stream. That's it. Good show, guys. Really good show. Thanks for jumping on, but you obviously don't want to cover this. Jonathan Quayle Higgins in the chat. Hey, OC, what's up? Jonathan is a member. He's a member. He's got a star next to his name. You know who isn't a member? Mathis. It's okay. It's okay. He's co-CEO of the channel. So he gets away with not paying membership dues. Guys, we're going to start going through this. We're going to start going through the TPG Check. All right, I should be back. Just confirm that I'm back in the chat. I should have been out for like maybe 7-8 seconds, but we're back and we're going to start going through this email, the email confession from TPG. Guys, if you want me to stop, if you want to comment, just say pause. Join the panel. I don't know if you guys want to, I don't know, what you guys are, how you're going to contribute if you're not on the panel. There we go. Mathis is not only co-CEO, but he's also a campaign volunteer. Thank you very much. Logan Hall says, wait another 5 minutes. Okay, listen, let's wait another 5 minutes. Let's wait for the Wi-Fi to be nice and strong. Let's wait for 5 minutes or 50 upvotes. When we get to 50 upvotes, we will go through the TPG confession. 50 up. Holy shit, there's 68 people watching. All right, we'll wait 5 minutes because Logan Hall says to, right around the 3:10 or 3:15 mark. We'll kick this off, guys. We want to make, we're going to do live wall-to-wall coverage. It's full coverage, guys, of the TPG confession. You don't want to miss it. So tell your friends to jump on the stream. We're definitely going to go through this. We're going to go through it in detail. So I really, really want you guys to pay attention because I want you to analyze this very methodically and very carefully. You guys are very, very smart. I want you to analyze this line by line, word by word with me. Okay? We're going full drama today, guys. I also want to give a shout out to Luz. That's at LUS on YouTube. He is he was the recipient of this email from Anthony Fair. By the way, Luz, if you're watching, jump on the show. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Or if anybody is very familiar with Anthony Fair and the situation and you want to provide some real-time commentary, jump on the panel. Listen, no one wants to hear me talk about it. I didn't even know TPG. I was at, okay. Did I meet TPG? That's a good question. Have I met TPG? I don't think I've met him face to face. I will say that I've been at an event, same event with TPG. And I was in his circle. Meaning not in his, I was there. Anthony was there. Marco was there. And a couple of people from the TPG team were there. I can't remember the names of the guys. You guys will probably remember the names of the guys. Was it Alfred? Alfred was there. Can't remember. Yeah, but I think there were two or three people from the TPG team, and Marco and Anthony. So this was during the time when they were together, all as Timepiece Gentlemen in Dallas. I was at a party. I'm not going to talk about where exactly the party was or who invited me or what the party was about, but let's just say I was at a party and a lot of people were there. And TPG was there. I didn't say hi to TPG there, but he was on the dance floor, put it that way. On the dance floor with the crew. Guys, if I have not said hi to you in the chat, please type in a comment. Yay, look at this, Ryan Singer. He is my favorite member. He's my favorite viewer and upvoter from Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico. Yes, we do. We love the people of Puerto Rico. Thank you, Ryan, for upvoting. Thank you, Ryan, for upvoting the stream. No, it wasn't a P. Diddy party. No. It was a party. It was a party. I don't want to talk about the party because I don't think people even knew that I was there. Like I was flying under the radar there. But if I say what party it was, people will go back through the footage and they'll look for me. And I'm pretty sure that I wasn't captured on any of the videos. It was because it was covered a lot by was on camera. It was covered by people's cameras. It's one of those kinds of events, publicity, a lot of publicity and social media people. Luchabetic Mark, he is rebranded once again, guys. He's back to Luchabetic Mark. He upvoted using 2 accounts. That's not necessary, but thank you. Luchabetic Mark's in the chat, and he's a member. It was the Met Gala. Guilty. Guilty as charged. You caught me. I was in black tie, wearing a tuxedo and Skechers. All right. Listen, at 3:15 East Coast /US /world time, we're going to kick this off. We're going to start reading reading the TPG confession. Guys, it's the TPG confession chronicles here on the Original OC channel. It's time to upvote. Let's get to the 50 upvotes. Hey, we did it. Who was upvote number 50? Come on, guys. Claim credit in the chat. Someone was upvote number 50. Give yourself a pat on the back. Congratulations for being upvote number 50. In 4 minutes, we're going to kick this off. We're going to start going through the TPG email. Call your friends. No one wants to jump on in the middle of the day. What are you guys doing? Working? You guys actually working for a living? All right. I want to give credit for this coverage to @LUS on YouTube. If he wants to jump on, he can. He's been the victim of a very vicious hate campaign by some other YouTubers, some nasty hate channels going after the guy. Listen, the Lose guy, he's not simping for TPG. He just happens to be one of the guys that TPG reached out to, wanted to get his message out. And listen, listen, any of these guys who run YouTube channels in the watch space, if TPG reached out to them and said, "Hey, do you want to correspond via email and chat over email?" They'd be kissing TPG's ass, no doubt about it. Especially the hate streams. The hate streams are doing all the complaining, and they're all jealous that TPG reached out to somebody else. They'd be the first person to be kissing Anthony's ass, absolutely begging to have a relationship with him to cover his escapades. So the hypocrisy is unbelievable. The fact that they would attack this Lose guy for being the conduit for this information is the hypocrisy is astounding. They would be chomping at the bit. They'd give their left nut to be able to correspond with TPG, but they didn't. They didn't get picked, so they're jealous. They're jealous and whining and complaining, so they go on the attack. And they do these vicious character smears. So the hate streams, you can continue to do your live streams to your 13 trolls in the chat. We have easily 5 times the number of viewers that they get on any given night. So, and by we, I mean you guys. I mean, I consider everyone watching to be part of this channel. Without you guys, there is no channel. So here we go. Guys, here we go. We're going to kick it off. We got 50 likes. Over 70 people watching this nonsense. We're going to kick it off. If you want to be on the panel, the link is pinned at the top of the chat to cover this with me. Here it goes, guys. Before we get started, shout out to No Biggie Sal. Hello. JJ and OC's masterful plan to take over the YouTube galaxy is in full throttle. No Biggie Sal, you are very, very, you are wise beyond your years. How did you know? We've been plotting and planning. But listen, I think 2 of the best channels, the 3 best channels right now that have the momentum There's no doubt about it. It's indisputable. The Watch Hangout, which is JJ's channel, the Watch Colony, which is run by America and Mathis and a whole team of great people at the Watch Colony, and this channel. That's it. We're the 3 best channels on YouTube. We have the big the big momentum. And some of the other channels have imploded. Oh, by the way, the Mookie channel is really good too. The Mookie channel has a lot of positive momentum. They're getting over 100 viewers when they live stream. And that's due in large part, it's actually due to the creativity of Mookie and the incredible talent and color commentary of the other half of Curly. Boris with Herbs is also in the chat. Hello, Boris. That's right. That's right. The collective we. It's the we, the watch community is we. We run this channel. We are running New York, and we are running Watch Time. That's right. We. Let's go. Let's kick it off, guys. All right. Email from Anthony Ferrer to Luz at LUS on YouTube. Tell you what, I want to give the guy full credit. So I'm just going to drop a link to his channel. If you want to, he's the guy who's the direct source for all this stuff. So I'm not taking credit for any of this. It's this law understood simply is the channel that Anthony Ferrer, Anthony Ferrer is the communicating with this guy. So the link that I dropped is the channel with whom Anthony Ferrer is communicating. I know this is Anthony Ferrer talking, guys. Let's go through it. I know there are a lot of concerns and even more questions with me coming back on social media. So I wanted to take a moment and answer at least one of them. I am 100% responsible for the mess that was created, 100% responsible for the mess that was created. And I apologize sincerely to the people that were affected. I'm saying I'm sorry. Saying I'm sorry doesn't change what I did, nor does it do anything to help those I hurt. Personally, I hate hearing those words because a majority of the time, the actions and behaviors coming from the person apologizing don't reflect that they are really sorry. I'd rather show it through my actions, which brings me to my first point. And we'll be covering the first point, one of 3 points that Anthony covers in this confession email on the show today. So what do you think of this? What do you think of this? So this is a pretty good introductory paragraph. He's softening us up, guys. He's softening us up. Listen. Let's go through it again line by line. I know there are a lot of concerns and even more questions with me coming back on social media. Well, yeah, of course, because he's getting ready for his trial. His trial's coming up. Chances are he's going to be offered a plea deal soon. He's also got this documentary in the works. So what are his motives, guy? What are his motives? Pip has a good comment here. He used ChatGPT. It sounds very AI generated. It's like, how do I write an apology email? And this does sound very much like he had help. He says, I wanted to take a moment and answer at least one of the questions or concerns. I am 100% responsible for the mess that was created, and I apologize sincerely to the people that were affected. Okay. Saying I'm sorry doesn't change what I did, nor does it do anything to help those I hurt. Okay, that sounds very, very much crafted by AI or by somebody else who helped him, because I don't think it's like Anthony to say, nor does it do anything to help those I hurt. Just use the use of the word nor means that you probably had a good, you had an education. Saying I'm sorry doesn't change what I did, nor does it do. I mean, that's something that someone who's educated would probably say, and he's not educated. He's the first person to admit that. He's not college educated. He's think he's like a high school dropout. So he's not an educated person. So this is definitely not his native words. Personally, I hate hearing those words, meaning I hate hearing "I'm sorry," because the majority of the time, the actions and behaviors coming from the person, like this is totally not even written by him. Because if this were him writing, he would say, "Listen, sometimes when people say I'm sorry, they don't really mean it. I'm here telling you that I do really mean it and that I'm really sorry." But instead, he's using using a third person. The behaviors coming from the person apologizing don't reflect that they're really sorry. I'd rather show it through my actions, which brings me to my first point. So this is a contrived introductory paragraph. It's a little bit contrived, guys. Double D is going to provide some analysis here. Guys, provide your real-time analysis in the chat. I don't want to analyze this all by myself. That's pretty dang boring. Double D says he needs everyone to forgive him so they sign off and participate with the documentary. That's pretty good. Pretty good observation. He wants to generate some sympathy so they will be on board with the documentary. Buckley says, I'm not college educated. I know how to use the word nor. What the fuck kind of comment was that? I don't know. I mean, do you? I'm just saying that generally, these words come across as not coming from TPG. Am I besmirching the reputation of all non-college educated people? If I did, I apologize. Hey, Gatsby's in the chat. Gatsby, hey, OC, this was definitely written by someone who can read and write English, though they do have a bit of a comma fetish. That's right. But just the use of pronunciation and punctuation, good good grammar and good punctuation. I'm the one reading it, so it's my pronunciation. Does mean that they were this comes from either AI or someone who was who can read and write English. Doesn't necessarily mean that they were college educated. Buckley. Okay, fine. But this is definitely it's a good introduction for sure. Like, hey, I know you guys have questions. By the way, I'm sorry. I understand that you may not think this is a sincere apology, but it really is, and I want to prove it to you. Okay, great. That's a 9 out of 10 in terms of introductory paragraphs. You can't get much better. He hit all the check marks. Okay. I know other people who've tried to do apologies, like to do apology videos, and they were not. They didn't take advice before they did it. They did really, really bad apologies. They didn't listen to good advice. This was listening to good advice. Upvote the live stream, by the way. Let's get to 55 likes. We're doing live full coverage of the TPG confession. You don't get better than that. So jump on the panel if you want to talk about it. If not, no problem. I'll do it myself. So that's the first paragraph there. Let's see. Let's go to the next paragraph. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Number 1, I am really sorry. How can I prove it? Or is this all a facade? Now, let me tell you, if I were really sorry, I wouldn't be asking myself or putting in an email like, how can I prove it to you? Is this real or fake? Because if you're saying that there's a chance that it's fake, you're probably projecting and you're being fake. That's what I think. Am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong? I think the fact that he's even saying, like, hey, is this real or is it a facade? The fact that he's even doing that means that he knows that it's a facade. And I haven't even read the paragraph yet. I understand that no matter what I say, there will always be those that don't believe me and claim this is another scam. Those are not the people I'm writing to. That's an interesting sentence. Those are not the people I'm writing to. That does sound like TPG. That sounds like TPG 100%. And I'll tell you why. Because he's often in his response videos to the haters, he's always said things like, "Listen, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who are actual customers. I'm talking to the people who are actual viewers. I'm talking to the people who actually support my channel. I'm talking to actually people who support the business. I'm not talking to the people who are the naysayers and the haters." So this does sound like TPG. Those are not the people I'm writing to. It's also, I might get in trouble again, but this is, he's ending the sentence with a preposition, which is again indicative of people who are not educated. So if you're educated, okay, guys, it's time to hate on OC. Okay, but if you were, let's say you were educated at an Ivy League school, or you had a very expensive private school education, then you would know that the way that you type that you write the sentence, even though it doesn't sound proper, because some people aren't used to proper English. But you would write it and say, "Those are not the people to whom I'm writing." That's how you not, that's the way I talk and that's the way I write, which proves that I'm very stuck up, right? Yeah. If you go to Harvard, you'd say, those are those are not the people to whom I'm writing, right? You wouldn't say those are not the people I'm writing to. You would never end a sentence in a preposition. So, for those out there that believe in second chances and believe it's possible for someone to change, make that change. No matter how bad they messed up. Let's start that sentence over again. For those of you out there that believe in second chances and believe it's possible for someone to change no matter how bad they messed up, I'm sorry. I've attempted to show it as best I can. When news of everything broke, it would have been easy to turn off my social media and hide. Instead, I posted a video admitting my faults for the world to see. I could have made excuses or pointed fingers, but I didn't. I owned up to it, and I made a promise to make it right, no matter how long it takes. Posting that apology video and admitting what a piece of shit I had become was one of the hardest things I've ever done. But that was the first step in revealing to myself that I had a problem. Deep down, I blamed others. I blamed the market. I blamed timing. I was angry that I had done so much for others, and now they were nowhere to be found. After my arrest, it only got worse. It only took several months for me to finally have an aha moment. I want to hear some good analysis in the chat. I know you guys are capable of it. I think the correct term for this is demonstrating remorse. I think TPG has realized a lenient sentence is his best possible outcome. That is a good point, Gatsby. What he's doing is he's expressing remorse. He's demonstrating that clearly. So when time comes to do a plea deal or for sentencing, that they can present this in the record and say, listen, this is someone who not only came clean with his shortcomings and his faults on video very early on, but he put it in writing and he apologized to everybody. And he's very remorseful. Good point, Gatsby. Good analysis. Facade is a college educated word for sure. That's right, Pip. Thank you for having my back there. Definitely a word that a college educated person would use. Double D says he is 100% a narcissist. He can't say he did anything wrong without qualifying it with external forces. You're right, Double D. You're absolutely right. The fact that he would say something like deep down, when all this stuff happened, I knew I fucked up, but I wasn't convinced that I was the problem. See, he admitted that he didn't think he was the problem. Deep down, I blamed others. I blamed the market. I blamed timing. And then this is a very telling statement. I was angry that I had done so much for others. See, it's about him. It's about him and all that he did to give. I gave Liz and Darby their careers. You know, I made Marco who he is. All these sales guys, they were nothing without me. You know, I made those guys. I had done so much for them, and now they were nowhere to be found. They abandoned me. How come they weren't there for me? How come they didn't have my back when they found out that I was a criminal? Yeah, he's definitely egomaniac. He's a narcissist. No, there we go. Nor are those the individuals to whom I'm writing. There we go, Luchabetic. That sounds college educated. And from a private university at that. Alex, did OC just disrespect people who graduated public schools? That's right. Even if you graduated from a public college, chances are you might still be ending your sentences with a preposition. You need to be, private Ivy League education. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff, guys. This chat is the best. This chat is the best. By the way, there are 70 people watching this nonsense. 55 upvotes, which is freaking phenomenal. Thank you guys very much. I got to check something real quick. Hold on. Yeah, over 70 people watching. It's pretty dang good for my little tiny upstart channel. Guys, let's get to 60 upvotes. 60 upvotes if you're just joining the channel. It's the original OC channel on YouTube. Smart Watch Talk for the Smart Collector. Ivy League. I should change that to Ivy League. to the Smart Watch Talk for the Ivy League educated. I can't believe no one wants to jump on the panel. Come on, guys. Someone jump on. I'll go through it myself. You'll have to suffer with just me giving the analysis and the commentary. Isn't it wild that Double D could be talking about 2 to 4 people with us? That's right. This could this could mean anybody. He's a narcissist. He's 100% a narcissist. He can't say he did anything wrong without qualifying it with external forces. Right. That could apply to everybody. I could think of like 10 people to whom this could apply. See, I didn't end my sentence with a preposition. You know why? College educated. That's just how I talk, guys. I'm sorry. I know people, and that's the way I write too. So I don't know. That's just the way I talk. OC's an elitist. I'm not educated enough to jump on the panel. That's right. Buckley's a self-made. So, he has street smarts. Buckley has street smarts. He's a self-made entrepreneur. He doesn't need a college education. That's right. Diego M's in the chat. What's up, Diego? By the way, if you have a star next to your name, you're a member of the show. If you're not a member, like Boris Witherbs, then you don't have a star next to your name. No offense, Boris, I'm just pointing you out just randomly. I just happened to pull up your comment. I'm not shaming you or anything, but I'm just saying, for example, we have this guy named Boris Witherbs in the chat. He's not a member. Okay. And he retracted his comment. Okay, so I'll take his comment off the stream. Comment has been retracted. Okay, so since his comment's been retracted, I will not show his comment. Let's not mark members with stars. People in Venice might get excited. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's cutting comment, Buckley. Yeah, let's not. I mean, we're not putting patches on people's arms or tattooing people. Buckley getting spicy in the chat. I love the Buckley. By the way, I heard Buckley on another channel earlier today, and he was spot on. I want to give a huge shout out, huge kudos to Buckley and to JJ. They were on the dungeon earlier. I was listening in my car. I was doing my milestone member chat to the dungeon. I saw that that Jock started a stream, so I had a member milestone chat. So I typed in the chat, like "good show, Jock," whatever. And Buckley had jumped on, and then JJ jumped on, and good commentary from Buckley and from JJ. You guys should listen to them. Their opinions and their advice are spot on. Anybody have any questions about this paragraph so far? This is after the introductory paragraph, this is hey, I screwed up, but my apology is really sincere. Okay, I shouldn't be blaming others. It's only myself to blame. I mean, the punctuation is still, and the verbiage doesn't sound like TPG. This is definitely AI or college educated. I'm sorry. Or he had help. Or he had help. Someone help craft this for him. Right? Anyone disagree with that? I don't think so. Let's go to the next paragraph. Got a big chunk here. Big chunk to read, okay? Oh my God. This TPG. I haven't read this, so I'm reading this for the first time with you guys. So my reactions are like live, real-time reactions. Okay, so like I know most of you are hearing this for the first time too. So type in your chat your real-time reactions as I read this. I was reading The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. This is not me talking, by the way. This is Anthony Ferrer, Timepiece Gentleman. I was reading The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. And when I got to the law of narcissism, I was blown away. I didn't cry at my twin brother's funeral, yet I couldn't make it through one page of that chapter without getting emotional. I finally realized what a full-blown narcissist I was. People called me one before, but I paid no attention to those idiots. Parentheses, sign of a narcissist. All I could think about were the horrible things I've done, the ways I treated people. I used them as pawns to get what I wanted. I stirred up drama because I craved attention. All of the nice things I did for people, I realize was actually for me, for the praise that came with it. I thought I was a good boss and I was business savvy. In reality, I was just a control freak that thought I was the only one who knew what they were doing. I would wing things to make them look effortless and then move on to something else if they didn't work out. Oh, and it was someone else's idea. It was someone else's fault when they didn't. I was never willing to admit that luck played a role in my success. Wow. Interesting. Interesting here. Number one, do you believe that he was reading The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene? Uh, maybe. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, you're working out. You're doing a lot of reading when you're in jail. I've never been to jail. I've never been arrested. I've never done time in jail. I don't think I've ever even seen a jail. Sorry, but OC doesn't commit crimes. Okay. OC doesn't commit crimes. So I've never been arrested. I've never been put in the pokey. I've never been to jail. If you guys feel like confessing something right now in the chat, if you've been in jail, if you've been arrested, listen, now's the time to confess. Like, come clean, guys. Say, listen, I was arrested once. I was driving through, rural Pennsylvania. I had a suspended license. I got caught. I was arrested. I spent 2 hours in jail and I bailed myself out. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Now, no one watches this channel. Come clean. If you want to get something off your chest, now's the time to do it. Buckley, you've ever been arrested? Come on. People who've been arrested, type a comment in the chat. Logan Hall. Okay. Logan Hall admits he's been arrested. OC commits grand theft manipulation. Yes, but that's not a criminal offense. Hey, Chalk Flew Up is in the chat. What's up, Chalk Flew Up? I've taken a tour of Alcatraz once. That's true. I did that too. I did take a tour of Alcatraz. So does that count as being in a prison? Yes. If that counts as being in the prison, guilty as charged. And I want to say hi to Jay Seif. I still don't know how to pronounce your last name. If you could just remind me in the chat how you pronounce your last name. I forgot. I'm sorry. A cognitive dissonance, big time. Hope it's not too elitist. AI, I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely something going on here. Guys, I'm proud to say we do not have any bots. No bot viewers. Everybody who's watching this channel is a real human viewer. So all 66 of you, by the way, shout out to 66. Add a 6 and it becomes 666, the mark of the beast. Thank you. 66 people watching. Let's get the 66 upvotes. How about that? Sounds like a good thing to do. 66 viewers, 66 upvotes. Okay, so he was reading The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. When I got to the law of narcissism, I was blown away. I didn't cry at my twin brother's funeral. Yet, that's another educated word. Use a comma. Yet, I couldn't make it through one page of that chapter without getting emotional. I finally realized what a full-blown narcissist I was. People called me one before, but I paid no attention to those idiots. Another dig. That sounds like it was written by TPG. Okay, that's something TPG would do. Like, listen, people called me a narcissist before, but those people were idiots. That's TPG. I paid no attention to those idiots. Sign of a narcissist, he admits. All I could think about were the horrible things I've done and the ways I treated people. I used them as pawns to get what I wanted. I stirred up drama because I craved attention. All of the nice things I did for people, I realize was actually for me. Look, he uses a semicolon here. If you use a semicolon, you don't capitalize the next word. I'm pretty sure of that. If I'm wrong, type that in the chat. But if you use a semicolon, then your next word should be lowercase. But he didn't know that. He uses a semicolon and he capitalizes the next word for the praise that came with it. That's not really the proper use of a semicolon. All of the nice things I did for people, I realized was actually for me, for the praise that came with it. I thought I was a good boss. I was business savvy. I thought I was a good boss and was business savvy. In reality, I was just a control freak that thought I was the only one that knew that they were what they were doing. See, also the use of the word "they" there is incorrect. I thought I was a control freak uh, that thought I was the only one who knew what he was doing. I would wing things to make them look effortless, then move on to something else if it didn't work out. Oh, and it was someone else's fault when they didn't, right? Like the so many things, like the blackout, like the $2,000 Facebook groups. I was never willing to admit that luck played a role in my success. That's right, luck. The guy had an Audi R8 with the Timepiece Gentleman written on it, and he just happened to be caught by a guy on TikTok. The guy that goes, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" That's how TPG broke. If it weren't for that, chances are we never would have heard of this guy. No, you guys know that, right? That's how he got his start. He was a watch dealer. He put Timepiece Gentleman on the Audi, the leased Audi that he had, the one that got repossessed because he did donuts in the parking lot, and he avoided his voided his insurance policy. Yeah, the TikTok guy goes, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" He goes, "Oh, I'm a watch dealer, Timepiece Gentleman." If it weren't for that, none of us would have known about this guy. Pure luck. The world works in mysterious ways. The irony of this letter is actually Double D's providing the best commentary of anybody in the chat. Guys, how come you aren't analyzing this with the sophistication and and the sophistication of the analysis here is really really good. Double D says the irony of this letter is staggering. Admitting you're a narcissist and then saying you've been you have beaten it in a way that forms you into a martyr is pure narcissism. Yep. Yep. And it's okay. I caught. I know what you mean. I know you mean apostrophe re. Double D. It's so evening OC. The CPH stands for Copenhagen. Okay, Jay from Copenhagen. You want me to call you Jay Copenhagen, or do you want me to just call you Jay? Yeah, let me know if you want me to call you Jay Copenhagen or just Jay in the chat. Gatsby says emotional manipulation is considered a criminal offense. It's called coercive control. OC, you have been warned. Okay, let's go to the next paragraph. This is it. This is the confession, guys. This is the heart of the confession. I lied. I manipulated. I stole. I hurt a lot of people. I broke everyone's trust. It took me losing everything, winding up hopeless, living out of everything I'm getting. I deserve to go to prison. I lie awake in my bunk every night thinking of all the things I did wrong and how I could have done them differently. Sometimes I can't sleep because it bothers me so much. What I would give for a chance to do it over, knowing what I know now. Coming back to prison has forced me to really look at myself. Everything I own fits in a 2x4 foot locker. I wash my clothes in the sink with a bar of soap. I wake up when I'm told. I eat when I'm told. I go to sleep when I'm told. My life doesn't belong to me anymore. I'm empty inside. I've been empty for a long time. I'm full of insecurities and voids that I'm working towards understanding the root cause and how to fix them. Wow. This is deep, guys. This is deep. Pulling on the heartstrings here, guys. He's coming clean. He's coming clean, man. What do you think of this? What do you think, man? For those of you just joining, there's 70 people now watching. We're doing live full coverage of the TPG confession. Full coverage of the email confession by TPG. This is his apology, the real apology. Trying to get the 66 upvotes. Again, one lucky person in the chat, please upvote. Become upvote number 66. Thank you, Jay. Pip says they don't use Grammarly in jail. This was definitely run through some kind of software, for sure. Definitely run through some software. Wi-Fi's just give me the Wi-Fi really, really slow. So just my apologies. I've got all right. Bad Wi-Fi. Sorry, I got kicked out of my own stream, guys. But I'm back. All right. If you guys can just confirm that you can hear me, that'd be great. I'm back on the stream. Someone want to jump on the panel? The link is pinned at the top of the chat, guys. I don't want to jump on the panel, OC. You're toxic. You're toxic. I can't be seen with you on the panel. All right. Grammarly. Yeah. By the way, I love the fact that Logan Hall corrected Pip spelling on Grammarly. That's funny. That's funny. Hey, Mr. Ghost is in the chat. Mr. Ghost, OC just became a billionaire. That's right. My Wi-Fi completely died. I got kicked out of my own stream. It happens. It happens, guys. All right. So let's read this one. Let's read the second paragraph one more time. By the way, I dropped the link to become a member. For those of you who don't have a star next to your name, become a member. Jay. And anybody else who doesn't have a star next to your name. No pressure. I lied. I manipulated. I stole. I hurt a lot of people. I broke everyone's trust. It took me losing. Say this is another bad grammar. See, it should be. It took my losing everything, but he says it took me losing everything. So, not college. So he probably wrote that line. That's not non-college educated. I'll correct it. It took my losing everything, winding up homeless, living out of a storage unit, sleeping on the beach, and back in prison to finally realize what a mess I am. I deserve everything I'm getting. I deserve to go to prison. I lie awake in my bunk every night thinking of all the things I did wrong and how I could have done them differently. Sometimes I can't sleep because it bothers me so much. What I would give for a chance to do it over, knowing what I know now. Coming back to prison, not going to prison, but coming back to prison has forced me to really look at myself. Everything I own fits in a 2x4 foot locker. I wash my own clothes. I wash my clothes in the sink with a bar of soap. I wake up when I'm told, I eat when I'm told, I go to sleep when I'm told. My life doesn't belong to me anymore. I'm empty inside. I've been empty for a long time. I'm full of insecurities and voids that I'm working towards understanding the root cause and how to fix them. Wow. There you go, man. That's great point. Buckley. You realize this is all your fault, right? This is all your fault because no one jumped on the panel. If someone would have been on the panel, see, there would have been someone talking while I got booted off. So that's the price you pay for coming to you live from OC Patio is the spotty Wi-Fi. But you know, I got to blame the audience. Blaming the audience because someone didn't jump on the panel. But anyway, I think we covered. I think we covered this enough. Don't you think? I think we covered it enough. Guys, audio check. Audio check. Can you guys hear me? Just type in a quick yes, we can hear you in the chat, please. Hey, Whole Milk's here. Whole Milk says, is this live? Yeah, it's live. Let's check. Let's check. Are we live? Boom. You Chili Badger says yes. Cool, cool, cool. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I got booted because nobody would jump on the panel and be here to talk while I got booted. I think we covered this one pretty well. I think Double D provided the best analysis of anybody. So let's go to the closing here. The final comments. Here we go. All right, here we go. I might not be able to fix the damage I've caused, but I'm going to try. There's no telling how long it will take to repay my debts, but it has to start somewhere. This is the only solution I can offer right now. Yes, a measly $250 isn't even close to putting a dent in the millions that I owe, but it's a start. I'm doing time regardless. But at least this approach gives my victims a chance at not getting screwed twice. To anyone reading this that was directly involved, it will take time, but you have my word that I will stick to fixing my mistake. My only hope is that I succeed and one day earn your forgiveness. For now, I'm going to keep taking it one day at a time. So I think here he's referring to, when he's referring to the measly $250, he's talking about this concept of maybe doing drawings in prison. Like maybe like he would do draw if you paid him $250 or whatever, he would do a that money isn't going to go to the victims. That money's going to go towards his commissary account so he can buy Snickers and apple juice. Yeah. Yeah, the money that you give him isn't going to go to him, and it's not going to go to the victims. It's not going to go to those who are adversely impacted by him. No, it's not. But listen, I'll read it again. I may not be able to fix the damage I've caused, but I'm going to try. Going to try. There's no telling how long it'll take to repay my debts, but it has to start somewhere. This is the only solution I can offer right now. Yes, a measly $250 isn't even close to putting a dent in the millions that I owe, but it's a start. I'm doing time regardless, but at least this approach gives my victims a chance at not getting screwed twice. To anyone reading this that was directly involved, it will take time, but you have my word that I will stick to fixing my mistake. My only hope is that I succeed and one day I earn your forgiveness. For now, I'm going to keep taking it one day at a time. Okay. Number two, I know people have questions related to former employees and dealers I was associated with. Ooh, I didn't see this coming. Another use of the preposition at the end of the sentence, which shows that he's not fully educated. No private Ivy League education for Anthony. Yeah. Yes. Questions to former employees, or is it about former employees? I know people have questions related to former employees and dealers with whom I was associated. Yep. So let's see. Let's see what the questions are. Me coming back, that should be my coming back. My coming back on social media was not to stir up the pot and cause more drama. I am responsible for what happened, and no one else. They have moved on with their lives and do not deserve to be harassed by the drama and hate that follows me. I do not want to cause them any more pain. I want to respect their privacy and allow them to live their own lives. I will not talk now nor in the future about anyone other than myself and my role. Okay, role is misspelled. That's that's not how you spell the version of role that he wants to use there. Okay. I want to respect their privacy and allow them to live their own lives. I will not talk now nor in the future about anyone other than myself and my role in anything. Please do not ask if me coming back. Okay, there's a lot of bad grammar here. If me coming back is going to interpret anyone else's lives. Oh, interrupt. Sorry. Okay, I got to read this with proper English. Sorry. If my coming back is going to interrupt anyone else's lives, I would rather remain a ghost. Yeah, but he doesn't care. He's going to come back anyway, guys. He's coming back, whether it causes those people pain or not. It doesn't matter if it interrupts their lives. He's going to do it regardless. I don't want to cause any drama, but I'm going to cause drama because I don't want to stir the pot, but I'm here to stir the pot. They've moved on with their lives. They don't deserve to be harassed, but I am going public again. So if they get harassed, that's not my problem. I don't want to cause them any pain, but you know what? I've got to be on social media. I've got to come back. I've got to apologize. I got to make it about me. So I can't stay quiet. So if it causes them pain, so be it. My coming back on social media was not to stir up the pot, but I did, and cause more drama, but I am. I'm responsible for what happened. No one else. That's true. They have moved on with their lives. Yes, they have. Liz and Darby have. Roman, all the people, uh, all the people that were involved. Do you want to be on camera or you want to turn your camera off? You can turn your camera off. Cool. You want to come on though, right? Yeah. Otherwise you wouldn't be backstage.
Work. I was listening to you in the background, and I wanted to say one thing about your
You're live. You're live. You're live. Okay.
yeah, about your comments on Ivy League educations and ending.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Here we go.
It
Give
reminds
it to me.
It reminds me of that joke. The freshman at Harvard on the first day of school was lost, and they asked a senior, "I'm sorry, can you tell me where the library is at?" And the senior said, "We here at Harvard do not end our sentences with prepositions." And the freshman was mortified and said, "I'm so sorry. Where's the library at, asshole?" That's what I think about your comment. Ending sentences with prepositions.
I know. Oh man, that's funny. And you and I have shared that joke before, but it's funny every single time.
With that, I'm going to sign off because I got to go back and do my work. But I just thought I'd.
All right. All right.
All
right. Thanks, Humble Pine.
Yep. All right. Bye.
All right. Humble Pine is someone who is extremely educated. I'm not going to give away where he went to school, but very smart guy. The top lawyer in all of Washington, D.C. Humble Pine. Good joke. That joke's funny. Okay, so I'll read. But there's a lot of grammar errors here. So my coming back on social media was not to stir up the pot and cause more drama. I'm responsible for what happened. No one else. They have moved. That's right. Those people have moved on with their lives, like Liz and Darby and the sales guys. Marco Nicolini is separated. He's at Grand Caliber. Victor, the sales guys at Grand Caliber. Roman, and all the guys that even your close confidants like Mathis have moved on. Anthony, yeah. But you did have your fair share of clout chasers on YouTube. And even those guys have moved on. Guys, who do you think was TPG's biggest clout chaser? Let me know in the chat. By the way, if you want to jump on the panel, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. Let me just make sure that's still there. It's still there, guys. Jump on the panel. Humble Pine jumped on. Mathis jumped on. What about you guys? If Humble Pine can jump on, then anybody can. Come on. Humble Pine's the best. Don't you want to be in a cool club with Humble Pine and Mathis? The chat is dead. You guys you're just like listening in, huh? You don't want to type in. You have no opinions of your own. Only Double D is smart enough to offer opinions in the chat. Whole Milk says, "Hey, TPG ain't no snitch. TPG ain't no snitch. You gots to admire that." I don't want to cause those guys any pain. Yeah, I don't want to cause Roman or I don't know who the guys were associated with TPG. Producer Michael or Liz and Darby or any of the coworkers, or those are the guys that he scammed. You know, Wesley, the guy Wesley, and I talked personally to another guy who was scammed by TPG. I think I don't want to. I was about to give his real name. I apologize. I know his real name, but I can't say it. Anyway, listen, but he does. It doesn't matter. He's going to come back regardless. I want to respect their privacy and allow them to live their own lives. But I realize the fact that my coming public is going to start to have people ask questions again. I won't talk about them now or ever again. Don't ask me. Okay, number 3, what happened to the money? Number 3, what happened to the money? Okay, here we go. I'm reading this for the first time, guys. I have not previewed this in advance. I have not read it in advance. By the way, I want to give a plug to Lou's Law Understood Simply. That's at LUS on YouTube. He gets full credit for breaking the story. The confession, the email confession was actually sent to him, so he broke the story. We're covering it here, giving it full analysis. Shout out to René Delapan, my favorite DJ in all of Europe. What's up, René? What happened to the money? I spent it. That's the only answer I will give about anything related to the money for now. Interesting. After my sentencing, I plan to give a full interview talking about the entire ordeal. How I did it. How long did it last? What happened to the money? What was I thinking? How could it have been avoided? And that's it. And then he doesn't even do like a closing paragraph. He just ends it right there. Sincerely, Anthony Ferrer. There you go, guys. The TPG confession. Do you believe that's what happened? I mean, he's not really saying. I mean, he said in previous videos, did he actually say that he snorted it all and it went up? Gambling and coke, gambling and drugs, and lifestyle, or was it just lifestyle? I can't remember. He blew through a lot of money. He blew through millions. He spent it. He spent it, according to Anthony Ferrer. That's the only answer I will give about anything related to money for now. After my sentencing, I plan to give a full interview talking about the entire ordeal. How I did it. How long did it last? What happened to the money? What was I thinking? How could it have been avoided? There you go. Well, tell you what. I want to say this. Good stream. We're going to keep going for 15 minutes. Okay? 15 more minutes. I'm going to read some comments in the chat. And I'll take your questions. If anybody wants to jump on the panel, that's cool. If nobody jumps on the panel, and if nobody becomes a member, or if nobody upgrades their membership in the next 15 minutes, then we will end the show. There's nothing really to talk about anyway. Let's see. Commentary from Buckley. He's full of shit. He's gonna plot another scam, scripting this entire thing. The guy is enjoying being caught and getting the attention. Yeah, good observation, Buckley. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a narcissist. It's all about him. He knows that. He realizes that. As a matter of fact, if you go back to this this section right here. Oh, not this one. Let's go to this. This section right here. This whole paragraph is about narcissism and the attention. I finally realized what a full-blown narcissist I was. People called me one before, but I paid no attention to those idiots. Signs of a narcissist. All I could think about were the horrible things I've done and the ways I treated people. I used them as pawns to get what I wanted. I stirred up drama because I craved attention. All the nice things I did for people, I realized was actually for me, for the praise that came with it. I thought I was a good boss. I was business savvy. In reality, I was just a control freak that thought I was the only one who knew what they were doing. I would wing things to make them look effortless, then move on to something else if they didn't work out. Oh, and it was someone else's fault if they didn't. And I was never willing to admit that luck played a role in my success. There you go. He's full of shit. He's loving every second of it. Look at the way he wrote that. Stay tuned for the next segment of my story. We get it. Mark Wahlberg's going to play him in a 6.2 IMDb movie in 2027. Yeah. It's coming, guys. It's definitely coming. I always wanted Mark Wahlberg to play me. Do I need to rewind and watch from the start? Yeah, you do need to rewind from the start. Unless you want me to go through. Okay, tell you what. I'll read the whole thing really quickly. For those of you just joining, I'll go through the whole thing super quickly. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I know there are a lot of concerns and even more questions with my coming back on social media. So I wanted to take a moment and answer at least one of them. I'm 100% responsible for the mess that was created, and I apologize sincerely to the people that were affected. Saying I'm sorry doesn't change what I did, nor does it do anything to help those I hurt. Personally, I hate hearing those words because a majority of the time, the actions and behaviors coming from the person apologizing don't reflect that they are really sorry. I'd rather show it through my actions, which brings me to my first point. This is Anthony Ferrer talking. This is the email confession of Anthony Ferrer. Okay. Number one, I'm really sorry. And how can I prove it? Or is this all a facade? I understand that no matter what I say, there will be there will be those that don't believe me and claim this is another scam. Those are not the people I'm writing to. For those out there that believe in second chances and believe it's possible for someone to change, no matter how bad they messed up, I'm sorry, and I've attempted to show it as best I can. When news of everything broke, it would have been easy for me to turn off my social media and hide. Instead, I posted a video admitting my faults for the world to see. I could have made excuses or pointed fingers, but I didn't. I owned up to it and made a promise to make it right, no matter how long it takes. Posting that apology video and admitting what a piece of shit that I had become was one of the hardest things I've ever done. But that was the first step in revealing to myself that I had a problem. When all this stuff happened, I knew I fucked up, but I wasn't convinced that I was the problem. Deep down, I blamed others. I blamed the market. I blamed timing. I was angry that I had done so much for others, and now they were nowhere to be found. After my arrest, it only got worse. It took several months for me to finally have an aha moment. Yep, I was a narcissist. I lied, I manipulated, I stole, I hurt a lot of people, I broke everyone's trust. It took my losing everything, winding up homeless, living out of a storage unit, sleeping on a beach, and back in prison to finally realize what a mess I am. I deserve everything I'm getting. I deserve to go to prison. I lie awake in my bunk every night thinking of all the things I did wrong, and I could have done them differently. Sometimes I can't sleep because it bothers me so much. What I would give for a chance to do it over, knowing what I know now. Coming back to prison has forced me to really look at myself. Everything I own fits in a 2x4 foot locker. I wash my clothes in the sink with a bar of soap. I wake up when I'm told. I eat when I'm told. I go to sleep when I'm told. My life doesn't belong to me anymore. I'm empty inside. I've been empty for a long time. I'm full of insecurities and voids that I'm working towards understanding the root cause and how to fix them. I may not be able to fix the damage I've caused, but I'm going to try. I know this doesn't come close to putting a dent in the millions that I owe, but it's a start. I'm doing time regardless, but at least this approach gives my victims a chance at not getting screwed twice. To anyone reading this that was directly involved, it will take time, but you have my word that I'll stick to fixing my mistake. My only hope is that I succeed and one day earn your forgiveness. For now, I'm going to keep taking it one day at a time. Yeah. Number 2, I know people have questions related to former employees and dealers I was associated with. My coming back on social media was not to stir up the pot and cause more drama. I'm responsible for what happened and no one else. They moved on with their lives and do not deserve to be harassed by the drama and the hate that follows me. I do not want to cause them any more pain. I want to respect their privacy and allow them to live their own lives. I will not talk now nor in the future about anyone other than myself and my role in anything. Please do not ask. If my coming back is going to interrupt someone else's lives, I would rather remain a ghost. Yeah, and what happened to the money? I spent it. That's the only answer I'm going to give, okay? I spent it. So there you go. Rose says his letter should be in the present tense, not the past tense. I am. Yeah, that's right. Good point, Rose. Good point. Rose is college educated. Ivy League. Hollow apologies are their own sort of scam. Good point. Yep. Yep. That's it, guys. Let's see. We're going to do 7 more minutes. We have 0 memberships, 0 gifted memberships, 0 super chats, 0 upgraded memberships, 0 super stickers. So there you go. Which means you guys are just listening, which is fine. A lot of you guys are already members. If you have a star next to your name, you're already a member. Rose, Whole Milk, Mookie, Buckley, Mikey. You're not a member, but hey, welcome to the panel. Welcome to the panel. Evening crew. What's up, Mikey? Yeah, guys, help keep OC part-time on YouTube. You don't want me on full-time. Just part-time's good enough. Two streams a week, maybe max. 2 to 3 streams max a week. You don't want me on more than that. I might come back on later. I might come back on later tonight, do a stream. Maybe we'll do an unboxing. You never know. People like unboxings. All right. We're going to do the 5-minute countdown. Start the 5-minute clock. Do you guys hear crickets? I'm outside. I'm on an OC patio. So if you hear like the cicadas, it's because I'm on the OC patio. There you go. OC is live. He's not afraid to show his face, like the anonymous trolls on the hate streams. Had to throw that in there. Guys, by the way, Actual watch news today. Thank you, Whole Milk, for reminding us. Yeah, we covered it in the very beginning, but Chanel acquiring a 25% stake of MBNF. Chanel has equity stakes or ownership stakes in Kinesi, which is the movement manufacturer owned by Tudor/Rolex. They also have stakes in Romain Gauthier and also in Romain Gauthier and FP Journe. That's right. Chanel owns a bit of FP Journe. I say that they take equity stakes in pretty good independent brands. Pretty good track record of investment there. Kinesi, Romain Gauthier, FP Journe, and now MBNF. So yeah, they now own 25% stake of MBNF. That's Chanel, guys. Chanel. No, we didn't get bad cicadas here at all. Just a little bit. So there you go. Good stream, guys. I want to thank every single person who participated in the chat. I want to thank Humble Pine for quickly jumping on the panel. I want to thank Mathis for jumping on. I want to thank Timepiece Bob for becoming a new member. And I want to thank Mathis for officially and formally becoming a member of the OC channel. That's right. See, Timepiece Bob became a YouTube member of my channel, and Mathis became a member. I want to thank Humble Pine again for jumping on the stream. Great joke. That's it. We're going to do the 2-minute countdown. The 2-minute countdown. A super chat extends the show by 2 minutes. A super sticker extends the show by 2 minutes. A new membership extends the show by 2 minutes, or an upgraded membership extends the show by 2 minutes. OC says, Romain Gauthier, sexier than anyone else on the internets. Thank you. I try. I also say Debatoon. Debatoon, guys. Debatoon. Chanel. Hey, Shamba Basher's in the chat. Cool. By the way, there's over 50 people watching. If you didn't type in a comment in the chat, please do so. I want to greet every single person who's watching. Shamba Basher, evening OC, and all you lovely people in the chat. I love the Shamba Basher. You're joining at the end of a 2-hour stream. Shamba. Big kisses to Shamba Basher. 2 minutes to go, and we're going to kill the stream, guys. We're going to kill it exactly at 4:30 Eastern /US time /world time. Okay. Again, if there are no super chats, if there's a super chat, super sticker, membership, new membership, or membership upgrade, we'll continue the show. Otherwise, I'm going to enjoy my time out on the patio. Tell you what, do not. How about this? It's really, really nice out. I'm going to be lounging in the sun. See this lounge chair? This lounge chair right here is calling my name. See that? I'm going to be on that lounge chair in exactly 1 minute, 15 seconds. How about that? Guys, there's 50 people watching. You can feel free to drop off. Is there anybody else streaming right now? Let's see. Anybody else streaming? No. No one else streaming? Okay. All good. Last chance. We're down to the last 30 seconds. Wow. Shamba Basher. Upvote number 77. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Shamba Basher. Really appreciate it. 20 seconds left. We need a super chat, a super sticker, a new membership, or whoa, that was close. All right. Extend the show, please. $9.99 super chat from Mikey. Thanks, OC. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. You deserve to have the show extended for 10 minutes. Pretty guys, upvote the super chat. I want to see that super chat with 10 likes immediately. Tap tap tap. By the way, you can also reply to a super chat. So if you want to give a comment back to Mikey, you could hit reply and your comment will go to Mikey. Thank you, Mikey, for the super chat. Very, very nice of you. And by the way, instead of super chats, which I very much appreciate, you can also become members. If you become a member, then your membership dues will go to support families with family members that have thanatophoric dysplasia. All people who become members in the month of August, all of the membership dues collected will go to support that philanthropic cause, which is a pretty damn good cause. So consider becoming a member today. Yeah, you ruined it. I mean, I could stream from the lounge chair. I could stream from the lounge chair, but I'm gonna be sunbathing. You guys don't want that. But we're gonna continue. We'll continue the show for Mikey. Guys, someone jump on the panel. Anyone wants to jump on the panel? The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Otherwise, feel free to share your commentary on any of the topics that we've covered. The TPG confession or Chanel's equity stake in MBNF, which comes on the back of previous investments in Romain Gauthier, FP Journe, and Canisi. Diego is providing an update in the chat. Check this out. $2,300 donated so far. That's not counting his charity match through his employer for the month of August. It's pretty damn good, guys. Guys, you do make a difference. You guys make a difference. So, your generosity goes a long way. Do you want to fund first class flights of Australian YouTubers who made $300,000 last year? Or do you want to fund the $150,000 watch collections of people who have $1 million trust funds? Or do you want to fund millionaire lifestyles like mine? No, you don't. No, you don't. You want to know that your super chats and your membership dues go to support a good cause. So we've donated probably like over $25,000 to charity over the last several months. We've been supporting the thanatophoric dysplasia efforts. Several $1,000s, I think over $5,000 went to the Greater Boston Food Bank. We had, I think, over $5,000 that went to Breakthrough T1D for diabetes research and awareness. We had probably had $3,000 that went to the Ronald McDonald House Charities. So you guys, when you're super chatting here and you're becoming a member here, it's not paying for new watches for me. It's going to good causes, and it's not funding first class flights for people flying all over the world and flying to China, flying to Bangkok. And it's a good thing. Hey, it's our. We don't do this. We do this for fun. We're not doing this for financial gain. Wow, look at that. 5,300 for type 1 diabetes. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, guys, that's pretty good. Next month, the charity is to get OC an in-ground pool. Does my pool look like it's not in-ground to you? I have a 18 by 24 in-ground pool with a heater and a waterfall and everything. So listen, you guys don't want to fund my lifestyles. By the way, the panel is open for anybody who has a pool. If anybody has an in-ground pool, wants to jump on the panel, feel free. But only people who are college educated and have massive pools. I didn't say tools. I didn't say massive tools. I said massive pools. How do you become a member? Excellent question. Click on this link that I'm about to drop in the chat. Become a member. Boom. Click on that link, you'll become a member. Speaking of people who are educated by colleges, Ivy League education, super smart guys, and they have in-ground pools.
Well, 1 out of that 5 is right.
1 out of 5. Okay, I should have added smoker.
Yeah. We did have ivy growing up in our backyard.
Poison ivy.
No, it was regular ivy. Yeah. Covered up the chain link fence so we couldn't see the neighbors.
Yep.
Right.
You came on with 4 minutes left in the show, but if we want to keep going, we could. But I do. Yeah, I need to take a break because I've been talking for over 2 hours. I've been reading the TPG confession. I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, don't worry about it. You're not. It's no big deal.
I'll wait for the Reader's Digest version. All the young people are now going, what?
Wait, yeah, what's Reader's Digest? It's something you do when you're on the John.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk about Chanel acquiring a little chunk of
MB&F?
MB&F?
Isn't that interesting how they're throwing their money around a little bit?
Yeah. They're smart. Listen, we're not going to be super serious in watches, but you know what? We're going to put some money into some super serious people and we'll make a fortune doing it.
Shamba was asking.
Okay. Got the two. Hold on a second. Let's give it a proper view. Boom. Tudor Black Bay Chrono in pink.
And a reflection.
Yep. Just doxed yourself. Just showed you the window with your bank account credentials. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't rewind the stream.
Yeah, you'll see my trust fund. Or the junk mail account that says Orange Theory Fitness Deal.
Yeah. So what's up today? Anything you want to talk about?
No, I got bored of watches for a while. I want to talk about drama.
I saw a beautiful example, by the way, of your 5980 two-tone at a dealer recently. Same price, right around the same price. Yeah. I wasn't thinking about pulling the trigger, but it's a very beautiful watch in person. If you haven't had an opportunity to see that blue dial in person, you're missing out. It's really, really nice.
It's really fun in the sunlight too. Yeah. No, I was over at the Walt Disney World Resort yesterday, looking at where they're starting to begin work on the future items.
Yeah.
And learned some inside scuttlebutt that was very interesting. The apparently the rivers of America there at the Magic Kingdom are leaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
good afternoon.
Oh,
what's up, Curly? How are you?
Hey, hang on. Should I leave so that you two can be alone and love each other? And
come on, man, the pipe. You're my favorite. Always have been. Almost as much as Squeaky G is starting to be. How are you?
Doing good. Have you read this? I mean, I don't know if you were listening to me or not, but I read it in my full broadcast voice. This is the TPG confession brought to you by
MCOC. You went MCOC.
Yeah, MCOC. Yeah.
No. This guy is a piece of work. Our friend Luz. Okay,
Luz.
He's a piece of work. I didn't read this. As a matter of fact, I haven't even seen what he's dropped on his channel, but this guy is a little bit of a piece of work. I don't know how much you caught
I don't know. I don't know anything. I just know that
of what this guy did. I'm not too happy with him. I mean, I know he's a outsider of the Archieverse, but he's been an outsider looking in for a while. He's come on many of the chats and stuff, leading up to this whole TPG thing. But I see that this letter that he has is actually something that he was holding on to before he kind of went public with the fact that he was communicating with TPG. Did you know that?
I don't know the timing of it. I just saw this.
Hang on 1 second. I'll be
just
right
to-
back. 1 second.
just-
we'll
no,
see.
yeah, no
Sorry.
worries. I just saw it today. I mean, I don't know the chronology. So if this was something that was communicated to him prior to Lou's going public, I didn't know that. But I just thought that the news of this letter, this email confession coming out, was newsworthy. So Humble Pine's in the chat doing some more grammar police. Oh, it's doing well, not doing good. That's right. The show is doing well.
Oh, Humble Pine. He's I can't talk to Humble Pine. He got me banned on Timmy.
You're fully allowed to talk. Humble Pine was on the panel. He jumped on a little bit ago.
He complimented me on look. I'm not gonna look. I'm not. I don't want to repeat this, but he complimented me on being a good sport in the chat, along with Z-Man, and I think Carolyn Martin was in there when Timmy was in San Francisco. I happen to sponsor tacos for the boys, and the little chit chat that we made in the chat about calling me a good sport, troll. I'm a troll, and next day I was banned on every platform except O'Sheen's. I got unbanned somehow, and then Timmy banned me over there too. So Humble Pine, please don't pay me any guys. Please don't pay me any compliments if I happen to get unbanned, but I doubt I will, because even though Timmy lowered the price by $50,000, I doubt somebody's going to pay $200,000 to get me unbanned on Timmy's platform.
Curly, I do want to say that you are a douchebag and a troll.
Oh yeah,
but your opinions are very well founded, very well supported, and you're willing to also take it from douchebags and trolls. So all's fair.
And of course, my opinions should mean absolutely nothing. They're for entertainment purposes only. I've tried to prove that time and time again. Hence, Kerlock. But me hanging around with this guy with a half in-ground pool has been high toll. OC, a high toll I've been paying.
For. I have soiled your reputation, is what you're trying to claim.
No, I mean, look, what reputation? I mean, I'm an asshole then, asshole now, but it makes for good entertainment. But getting back to our little marketing genius, Luz. I think he used us all for a big promo kickoff for this whole TPG thing. I mean, I basically was going in on Tan to commission the first art piece from jail, which was going to be either a new logo for the Grievance Garage or a commissioned drawing of Archie. And our little joke turned into a real topic for the. I mean, OC, you call it the hate streams. I want to imagine that I would still like to hold that title, even if it's tongue in cheek. But I call it the Grievance Garage, obviously. But yeah, do you want me to bring you up to speed a little bit on how I see what Mr. Marketing Genius Luz did on his little promo tour?
Update me on the drama, because the last I heard that, and I started my show with it, I thought this guy was being unfairly attacked by some other channels.
All right.
Hold on. As I thought that they were, I don't know what the term that the guy was using, but the original guy who spent years attacking TPG and making thousands of videos and spending thousands of hours going after TPG. My understanding was that he was very, very jealous that that other YouTube channels have been contacted by Anthony, that they were the ones kind of being the conduit for Anthony's communication. So that now discredited, debunked YouTuber that really doesn't even have a channel. He imploded his own channel. He's streaming to like 13 people now. Was attacking you and Tan and me and JJ and Archie, and then lumped in
Attack is a strong
Luz.
word. Attack is more like a Yorkie nipping at your toes when you got those flip-flops on. But as far as, let's concentrate on Luz. Okay, so we kind of followed Lou's story leading up to this point for the simple reason that there happened to be another person that was reached out to. From what I understand, 2 other people. One didn't say anything publicly, but JJ did. Okay, so JJ also received an email, and I guess from now what we could conclude was from a different person than what Luz did, as far as this making drawings from jail for commissary money. And it seems like what I could deduce from this
big word.
Is
like
this
that.
Yeah, I'm hanging around with you, man. It's hanging
Nice.
around with you. I mean, marketing genius words.
Well, hey, Curly, did you just take a nap or something and came up with that big word?
He's very refreshed.
I did. You know what? No, I didn't take a nap, but I just walked in completely blind. I'm going off of what I guess a lot of stuff has happened in the last 24 hours. But one thing that involved myself, my channel, was Luz. Luz happened to come on in my chat. Unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that he had been tearing it up in the Grievance Garage chat, because they were, like when you enter the meat grinder, when you're an outsider looking in, that's one thing. But when you actually then are an outsider and you step into the, into the meat grinder, and you not used to it, obviously, you start wondering what the hell is going on? Why am I being, I'm not going to use the word attacked. Why am I being, put up on a pedestal as far as like a Mayan, sacrifice to the red meat trolls, right? So I guess what had happened was Luz was when he did his original live stream with the phone call from jail with TPG. I happened to go on there with Tan, and we super chatted him for the simple reason. Look, if he was going to commission a first drawing from TPG, we wanted to get either Tan wanted to do a logo for the Grievance Garage, and then I wanted to get a drawing done of Archie as a joke, right? So that turned into, somehow or another, we were ball washing and promoting Luz as a trying to bring him into the circle of the Archieverse, whatever. No different than the ball washing I do with OC, right? So that's a whole narrative. And anything we do is content for other people. Archie is a cottage industry. He becomes content for the Grievance channels, and there are 2. You know who they are, OC. Yep. We get the Squeaky Beak from California, and we got the other guy from California who loves to, swim in the sewer all the time to 3 people on his live stream. So he comes in, and I'm ending the show. I just got done with Ali on the panel and somebody else, and he asked me in the chat while the outro is playing if he could play a clip. And I'm like, what the fuck? I go, I'm ending the fucking show, man. This is the outro. And I respond to him in the chat, just jump on the panel, but I'm still ending the show. So he jumps on, I end the show.
So the Luz,
yeah.
He jumped on your, I had no idea.
No, yeah, but the show was ending. I had like 30 people on, and I was like, Luz, I go, what, you want me to play a clip to 30 people who are probably asleep? It's the end of the show. But if you want to, show me what you're talking about or what you want, hop on. So he does hop on. I end the show. So now I'm I'm one of the so-called, behind the curtain private streams that you like doing, OC. You know what I mean?
Right.
That I
Private
don't really
VIP
do, right?
stream. Yeah.
Right.
You don't really,
right.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of those.
So he jumps on and he tells me that he's very upset. Now, like I said, I did not know that he had just spent like 40 minutes in the Grievance Garage chat, getting pummeled and getting, and mixing it up with the red meat, with the red meat lappers that love that blood in the water, feeding frenzy shit. So, and he tells me that they have mocked his child, and he's very upset, and he wants this clip that he wants me to play a clip that he had, and I was like, well, where is it? I go, do you have it here? I mean, let me see what you're talking about. He goes, no, it's on my channel. So I'm like, well, what is it? And he tells me, he goes, I want to bring a lawsuit to the Grievance channel. And I'm like, what? So I was like, look, let me look at the clip. But I go, I had like 30. I had, excuse me 1 second. I had 35 people. I go, so, and I'm ending the show. So I go, I could play the clip on the next, let me get rid of this call. I could play the clip on the next stream I do, So then I look at the clip, and he's very upset. They mocked his new child, and he took it as a threat, blah, blah, blah. But OC, I got okay, you got it up on the okay. So this right here is still on his channel.
I'm a producer. Remember, I'm a producer. I'm always ahead of you.
No, well, I mean, because I thought it was the same, but this is on his channel still right now, today. Right now, it's still on his channel, and you'll get an idea of what the original clip he wanted me to play. He already removed, and I'll show you why. Okay, but here you go.
Oh wait, go ahead. Here's the thought. So does he consider you threatening the infant, calling it an Alibaba baby or an eBay baby?
Oh, maybe. I did say that in the stream. I did say that. Well, but no. Hold up. I said that during this stream.
So now that I've confirmed that the threats are coming from Watch Nicholas, and you might be like, how did you confirm that? I went on his chat, talked to him. He obviously got angry, and he said certain phrases. He has a...
Yeah, you're on mute.
So this guy, he has for like the last month, he's been in our chat. He's been in Tim Wright's chat. When I was doing dungeons, he was on the dungeon chat. Again, like I said, I kind of liked it because I'd like to get a perspective from him because he's an outsider looking in. Now, I don't know. I didn't know how long he had been following all this toxic drama stuff. But, obviously the fact that he was doing this live stream with TPG calling in, and we did confirm that the person that contacted him was a different person that contacted JJ. That's how we got an interest in this story. It wasn't so much the TPG stuff, right? So because the TPG stuff, we have played some clips of updates from him, the guy Noel. Crime Piece hasn't put anything fresh up, but you could see where he's coming from, right? So he's he recorded this little clip.
Yeah, can I ask you this though? Like when Watch Nicholas says, I did call his child an Alibaba baby. Is he trying? Number one, is he trying to imply that the child was adopted, or that he went to Asia to buy, that he paid for the baby? That, because that's a practice that I don't know if they.
Well, everything's fake. He's not a real lawyer. He's doing this for clout chasing. Blah blah blah. It's the typical, like I said, the typical Grievance Garage.
Sometimes
bullshit.
when you adopt an Asian child, there is, you do pay for that process. Is he claiming that that's not his child?
Look, I don't want to delve down into the insults that they threw at him. They made him content for 6 hours. Narc jumped on, Watch Reporter jumped on. it was all about, there's no way that this man is a heterosexual. He doesn't have a wife. He's a fake lawyer. You know what I'm talking about. They give him the treatment, right?
The typical.
But the thing is, Luz fell for it. And like I said, just like I said, I'm going to play this and then I'm going to leave it up to your judgment if you want me to play the next part of this. But where it's a no-go zone for me is, first of all, okay, your beef with those guys, if they offended you, is your beef, and that's fine. And that's what I said. Your beef is your beef. But when you start talking about lawsuits, copyright strikes, okay, and then he took it a step further on this clip that I'm going to show you, okay, it's a no-go zone for me. I'm not here for this stuff. I'm not here for this real world stuff, okay? Just like Higgy and Doc's report, and just like what's coming down the pipe where, I don't know, whoever the powers that be think it's a good idea to start a Soy Wars 2.0 where this stuff starts leaking into the real world. I'm not down for this, okay? I'm here to have a little fun, a little mocking. And OC, you know better than anybody. When it starts getting down to this below the belt gutter shit, I try to not to separate myself from it, okay? It's not my style. I'll respond to the grievance garage, but obviously Luz is not used to this. So when he came on the private stream, and I'm not going to divulge what we talked about, it's like, you got to do you, dude, and this is what his response was. Let's keep playing, and then you'll see. I don't know. I think that he's a very emotional person, doesn't know how to deal with the meat grinder. And obviously they catfished him, and they did a good catfish, and I'll show you it if you want it on your channel or not.
Habit like myself of repeating things, and I checked the message I received, and yes, it is Watch Nicholas.
Okay, so he's deducing. He got a threatening message. Okay. Whether it was text or on the phone, and he's deducing that, yes, it was Watch Nicholas. I'll give you guys another hint. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that when this stuff happens, they get uncomfortable. So, I want to shout out to Jordan Koch. He had made the mistake of wanting not to be part of the content that the Grievance Garage puts out, and his sin for going and supporting the Mookie Lounge and JJ was he was absolutely eviscerated behind the scenes, and he, now wants nothing to do with any of the channels. Okay, he thanked us for the content that we were putting out. He thanked us for. That's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame because he was.
And they did the same thing to OG Baby Girl. So my thing is there is a price to be paid when people that don't want to tolerate this stuff. Okay. And don't use envy and jealousy to think like, okay, they're trying to steal leads or something like that. No, we put out content that has nothing to do with this kind of garbage. But unfortunately, they don't leave it at competition. They go after the people who support, people having fun. And unfortunately, I feel really bad for the guy. But this is the price that they want to inflict on people that try to have a good time without involving their garbage fucking toxic sludge drama. They don't just leave it at going after they went after this guy, they go after donors, they went after OG Baby Girl, and then that's what I'm saying. It's so ridiculous.
Do you think the motive is that it's based on a personal vendetta, that they're jealous that this guy got the nod by TPG to be the conduit for the communication? Or do you think, they certainly don't think that they're actually going to be able to grow a channel from 13.
They don't want to grow it, OC. They don't want to grow it. If they're going to implode themselves, they want to implode everybody. Okay.
Right. So
the garbage that's happening is just uncalled for. I haven't even caught up to anything, but I already see that there was a morning dungeon, and even on JJ's show, he's expressing his disdain and disgust for this stuff that's going on. People that have tried to help for a long time and bring value to Archie's platform are getting shit on. So then they try to separate themselves and stay away from it, and they still get attacked. And it doesn't stop at the channels. It also goes to people who support the channel. You know, and unfortunately it works because nobody wants to address this garbage. You know what you end up with? You end up not being able to get quality panelists on all over the place because these guys focus on the people that go on the panel and make them content and make them a target.
Yeah, I was listening to the Dungeon earlier. I was in the car, and Jock was hosting a really good panel, and Buckley was on, and JJ was on, and they gave some very insightful commentary. It's like, listen, you know, from Buckley's case, he's like, I'm a former Tim guy, I'm a Colony guy, and JJ, of course, being a very tight Archie guy, it's like, listen, why would I want to go on and help somebody or be on a panel when you've got absolute toxic sludge on there? You know, that's not the way to attract quality panelists. It's not a way to reward and appreciate the friends who've been there and supported you for years by having some guy who's just you know, demeans the channel and drags everybody down into the mud. It's like, I can't imagine ever wanting to be on a panel with someone.
Yeah, and then what happens?
Like
they make you the target because of what? Because you have the ability not to allow that on your platform,
right?
You know, but like I said, as far as Luz goes, again, so he deduces that he's gotten a threatening text message or a phone call, and I'll just play it
on his chat. Talked to him. He obviously got angry, and he said certain phrases. He has a habit, like myself, of repeating things. And I checked the message I received. And yes, it was Watch Nicholas, Alibaba baby, eBay baby, I bought my baby. These are things that were mentioned in the threat. He's also gone. But anyway, now that I know it's Watch Nicholas, I feel a lot better. I was concerned it was someone who lived closer to me and presented a physical danger. I actually did not know who it was, because it was a VoIP number.
Turn your video management system into a powerful source of insights.
And there was also an email, which I assume is the same person. And I did report that to the police. So
okay. All right. So whether he did or he didn't, he's stating that he did. To me, I'm done. No go zone. Okay. No go zone. No go zone. Okay, now you want to, you know, unfortunately for him, he had a pretty good premises. You know, we could make content out of it, but soon as you do this, I want nothing to do with this. Okay.
Yeah, bringing it into the real world. And as a matter of fact, I gave him similar advice. I mean, I think it was a comment to one of his videos. He does so many videos. Lose, like sometimes he'll do like 10 videos.
Well, he used you and he used me. As he said that he was going to do an 8 o'clock stream with you tonight. Okay. He used your association with you, association with me, on this next clip. Now this thing like I said, this is still posted on his channel. Okay. So he got upset enough to where he makes a statement. Okay. Where now he's contacting the authorities and let's continue.
I've sent both of those, but at most they write you a little police slip and give you a little number, and that's it. It actually isn't a, you know, we're going to investigate this type of scenario, because of course they probably get more important reports. Yeah, I'm not going to back down, and I'm not going to back down. Now that I know who it is, I have asked for help and I received help. So anything that I need to know about this individual, I know about this individual. All the things that you would need for a, you know, all the things you would need as a lawyer. I'm showing you this letter because it was a letter that Anthony wanted me to show you. We had a huge argument, and I said, you have to be honest. You have to have Crime. He did not want Crime Piece on. I've extended the invitation for Crime Piece to come on Thursday again. He did not want to have Crime Piece. Crime Piece is his biggest critic. The 5 questions Crime Piece set him offended Anthony so much that he was just going to not do it. He wanted to control the narrative. The narrative. And
hey, that's my job.
There were a lot of things I did not like. That was one of them. I also didn't like the threats I received. Now, I'm assuming that there was just one person here, and attending that one person's live stream, I can confirm that without more probable than not. So in the legal sense, it means 51%. If we presented this to a court or a jury, it would be him. It would be this individual. And how do I know is he has continued to post about my daughter in very derogatory ways on his community page. That's how I know it's him, because of the cadence and what the verbiage and the tone that he is using, right? So he doesn't use the word daughter. It uses the word baby, right? Baby. And it wasn't Alibaba baby. It was bought baby. You bought your baby. You stole your baby. I'm coming back. I'm going to call child support services on your baby because you stole it. There's no way you have a baby. This is exactly his narrative, which I've heard for over 6 hours. I can confirm, okay, he lives in California. I live in Texas. Come over. We'll see what happens. We're going to continue full steam ahead. And I said I wouldn't do it. I said I wouldn't platform
How long is
him,
this, by the way?
You want crime piece.
Well, I'm giving you a little. He talks about suing. He states that he calls the authorities, blah, blah, blah. Okay, very upset, right? Very upset. All right. So, of course, a guy that's this upset, same day, same guy, okay? If you wanna bring it up. Oh, look at where he's at. Okay? Now, let me ask you all. See wait
a minute. He jumped on the the panel?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? I had no idea.
And I don't care about this, okay? But
catfished. He was catfished.
Yeah. And this was like I said, I mean, lose if this is your how you're gonna navigate the meat grinder, and on 1 minute you have a clip that's still on your channel after this appearance, where you're basically said you went to the authorities, you threatened a lawsuit and stuff. I don't want to have anything to do with this. Okay. You're dealing with, I thought was one unstable schizo. Now I think you're dealing with two unstable schizos. Okay. And they both have the same thing in common. TPG. Okay. So I don't know if you
obsession.
Obsession and YouTube viral fucking fame, whatever the case may be. But you come on all distraught, and on your stream you're saying that you want to sue, and if you go on his community page, he's using the guy's real name and last initial, and if I kept playing, he threatened copyright strike, and you went to the authorities, and now you're on the guy's fucking panel. Because what? You had a cool off period and you want to talk, two reasonable, highly educated fucking nut jobs. You don't want to have a conversation about what's going on.
Best diver one and done.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep, I'm going to say when you say Alibaba baby, to me, right? I'm Asian, of course. You probably know that. I'm kind of wondering.
I deduced it.
No, look, I'm not here to promote this guy's channel. They had about a half hour, 40-minute back and forth, like they're having a fucking high school debate. It doesn't make any sense to me, because you don't go from red line and try to walk it back with a guy like Nick. Okay, it's just not going to go anywhere. So I don't want anything to do with their real world beef, because like I said, you can't put the genie back in the jar. Did you actually make a police report? Did you contact the authorities? Is this all just to promo your next fucking TPG live stream? I don't know. I don't care, but I don't want anything to do with it.
I got you.
Yeah. And this is the madness of this. This is the madness of when these guys are doing this toxic drama that takes it to a fucking personal level. Now, have I done it before with them? Sure. But you see how quickly the levels reach where these guys are willing to take it in the real world. I learned from Higgy and Docs that I don't want anything to do with people that are fucking willing to do that shit. That's not an escape. These streams are not an escape anymore, and they're not a place to have a good time when you're associating with people like that. I'm sorry, it just isn't. So I don't know. I mean, that's why Luz could do whatever he wants with TPG. I'll cover it. I'll be the outsider looking in on his whatever he is doing. I don't know if he went on a promo tour. I don't know. I don't know how a person could be so upset that first he makes statements of calling the police and doing threats of suing lawsuits and copyright strikes, and then you think you're going to walk it back with a guy that heads the grievance garage.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that this is Luz kind of trying to use Watch Nicholas as a promotional vehicle, but that really doesn't really make that much sense because I mean, Watch Nicholas has like 13 people watching him. So because didn't Luz recently. What was the thing where he? God, I lost my train of thought. But there was something that he was involved in. It was TPG related. It'll come to me. Sorry, I'm blanking.
Look,
it was that he was getting a lot of negative feedback by people on Reddit and trolls on Reddit because Anthony was communicating with him and they were calling Luz a simp,
an enabler, yeah,
and so all that stuff. So then he came out with a video or something. He said, "Listen, I don't want to deal with anything TPG related at all going forward. I don't want to do any. I won't be doing any topics about it. I won't be doing any videos. I'm dropping the subject completely." And then he's still doing videos about it. And he's now releasing these, which is newsworthy information. These confessions that Anthony sent him, but it doesn't sound like he's as concerned about these death threats or the trolling or whatever that he was concerned about, 24 hours ago or 48 hours ago. And so maybe this is part of an elaborate marketing campaign to get the word out about his involvement with TPG and that he's going to be the official platform for either a live stream or communication or interviews or whatever going forward. Maybe it's that. That's the only thing I can think of.
Look at whatever's you're talking about a guy that made 11,000, not 1,100, 11,000 videos with TPG's name in the title. That's Luz. Mm-hmm. And then you're talking about a guy who made 1,100 TPG videos, and they have two different things, and although they have that in common, they have two different reasons for doing TPG content. Okay, Nicholas was to get super chats, sensationalize the story. Luz was to drive his channel and grow his channel, and he thought that was a viral story that he could ride. Right, so they're both riding dicks, no matter how you want to look at it. Okay, and right now, because both of them had stagnated and become stale, they're trying to revive the TPG dramas, right? So that's the only thing I can think of is that on one hand, his behavior is completely irrational, and I don't want to be involved in that. On one hand, he takes the opportunity to put out a video on his own channel and wants help promoting that, where he threatens a lawsuit, copyright strike, and files a police report. And then in the same breath, on the same night, he jumps into the Shark Tank and now wants help from Nicholas and to continue the TPG story. So I don't want. I mean, think about what you're talking about here. You're talking about Nick, Luz, and TPG, all for YouTube content. I mean, who needs that? I know I don't need. I could be.
Well, I mean, TPG is newsworthy, and it is fascinating that TPG reached out to certain people. And let's not pretend that anybody who was contacted by TPG would be chomping at the bit to be involved in some way, shape, or form. If they're someone who's looking to build their channel and build a YouTube presence or a social media presence,
well, I could name you somebody that doesn't fall for that fucking YouTube clout chasing viral shit is JJ.
Right. Well, JJ, myself, the Watch Colony, we're not in it to.
Right. You'd rather remain an outside observer looking in. But you know what? I mean, with Luz, I thought we were dealing with a person that was kind of rational, but his behavior is completely irrational.
Is he still trusted by TPGs? He's still someone who's.
I have no
communicating with
idea.
him?
I have no idea. I don't even want a commission drawing of the Archie anymore. I'm not even going to pursue that.
You
That's
know.
that. This thing went from a joke to a I don't know, to a what would you want to call it? Like a fascination, I think a complete fascination with TPG. One guy because he thinks he can make super chats out of it. The other guy thinking that he can go viral. And the perfect example of a guy who knew how to play it the right way is that Crime Piece guy that they're talking about, because he got put on the map through the TPG stuff.
But he pivoted. Yeah,
Pivoted big time. He went from 3,000 subs to 69,000 subs. You know, because he found the value in, all sensationalized crime stories, and his channel, he blew it up because he goes and he pulls up a FOID request for body camera footage from crazy crimes that go viral on YouTube. And if he doesn't see that there's body cam footage, he requests it. He posted on his channel. I mean, if you guys, like I said, this guy used to go on Tim's channel in the chat all the time when he had 3,000 subs. He's got 69,000 subs, and most of the videos that he drops get 200,000 to 300,000 views each. So there's a guy who knows how to go viral on YouTube. These guys not so much. It's like frickin' frack. So, but I was pretty taken aback that Luz can make a pivot that fast, because he's got one thing in mind and one thing only. He thinks that that TPG is going to revive the interest in his channel, and the guy who who basically he was going to sue, called the police on, and copyright strike one night. Well, I mean 1 hour. He turns around and goes there to do a collab the next hour. So that's how YouTube.
And then it became Kumbaya and they're best friends.
Yeah, but that's the power of social media, making rational people irrational to the point of one's a toxic sludge monster, and the other guy is like so emotionally confused that he's on the channel with a guy that he threatened to copyright strike, serve with papers for a lawsuit, and file a police report on. So, I mean, how do you make sense out of any of it? And I don't want to make sense out of any of it.
I just want to quickly say to Bob C, you're not banned in the chat. You're visible, so maybe you're looking at top messages instead of all messages, but we can see your messages in the chat. So sorry you can't super chat for whatever reason, but try again or try becoming a member. And Chunkster's in the chat. Good afternoon, OC and Brian, and don't forget Curly.
So what did I miss as far as the I haven't
Curly, that baby picture that you got there
Yeah.
is just giving me Van Halen 1984 flashbacks.
Is that good or bad?
It's good.
All right, hang on a second. Let's see.
That was a rough summer for me, but yeah.
We can do this. Let's do that instead.
Now you're gonna make OC hungry. Stop. That's not fair.
I know. I'm actually. I do have to leave. Mrs. OC just ran out. She's like, okay.
She gave you the eye. She gave you the.
She gave me the eye.
evil
She goes. If we don't go to dinner, I'm gonna make a sandwich. So that's like, I don't want to like have 2 eggs on toast.
All right, I gotta prepare. I gotta prepare a show for later.
Thanks. I want to thank Curly, Brian, Humble Pine, Mathis for jumping on earlier. I want to thank everybody in the chat. 77 people watching. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm really sorry, but we're gonna call it. And please upvote on the way out. And if you're a member, thank you very much for being a member. If you're not, if you don't have a star next to your name, please.
Oh my God, you
click
talk
on
about
that.
bad avatars. Look at Brian's avatar. Is it
Beans
what is
on
it?
toast.
Pork and beans on toast? Oh.
It's just beans on toast.
Have a good afternoon. Hopefully see you guys later on tonight on the line.
Love all you guys. Thanks so much for being for supporting the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys. Have a great afternoon.